It's time for a third attempt at playing competitive Teamfight Tactics. We're doing a free tournament because I'm probably not going to go for paid tournaments until I get a lot better, or maybe never. So we got up to gold 4, which isn't too shabby. Question mark, exclamation mark. Let's just tag gentle friends. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. So I'm using a site called Mobilytics. Mobilytics I've got a pretty decent site for TFT comps. I'd recommend giving that one a look. They've got a decent listing out of what the best kind of comps are. So right now, demonic yordles, which is basically just making use of Morgana and Kennen, which are pretty strong at the moment, with a bunch of other bits and pieces to destroy everybody. So that's pretty good. It's nice they've got like little guides on how to get to everywhere and kind of little notes on the team competitions, because that's what I've been looking for, is to try and find guides that actually explain themselves a little bit better than just say get these champions. So it includes item comps and stuff, which is pretty good. Not sponsored anyway. Alright, so oh gosh, that's something's going on, money. Okay, a bit wonky. Oh cool. That's quite a nice pickup. Pike with the blasting wand. Could be extremely good early on, so we could turn that into a Morella Namacon. We can make him a sorcerer, which is actually pretty cool. I guess we could always get an locket of the Iron Solari if we find ourselves with a chain vest. Pretty much anything we get is going to be worth having. We've got the chance of moving in to them old piratey pirate friends. Let's. Hey, Big Gorilla, good to see ya. Alright, grabbed ourselves some gold. So what I'm going to try and do is, once we get to about round 2 or 3, I'm going to start looking at what other people are going for, to give myself a much better chance of winning. Alright, so we've got a second pirate, that's pretty good, and a pair of shapeshifters. Marvellous. Alright, let's have a quick look round. So we've got random stuff, gunslingers, random stuff, nobles, gunslingers, and okay, so we've got like 3 people who are going for gunslingers, so we probably don't want to go for anything that involves getting gunslingers, because we have to share them with everyone else. And yeah, someone's already got a level 2 Fiora, which I'm not honestly too worried about. Alright, so anything good? Nope, but there is some extra money, so let's buy some extra stuff. Okay, so that's pretty nice start. We can get ourselves in with 2 level 2s. Not too shabby, huh? We could. Let's do that. Let's grab ourselves another gunslinger as well, so that we can double up on our graves. Do we want it more than our pike? Almost certainly not. But if we can level up relatively early, then who knows? Anything's possible. Alright, what have we got? We have got the components for a locket of the Iron Solari. Not too shabby. Alright, yeah, let's bang up a level. Let's get ourselves in with a locket. This may not be the world's best idea, but hey. Boop, 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 boop. I think locket's pretty good early, and let's chuck some extra attack speed out. Sorted! So hopefully this will mean we can turn ourselves into a pretty decent start, because we've got that flat 200 shield, so that's going to be very good early on. But nobody does any damage! Let's grab ourselves a gunslinger. So, I know I said that there were other people using gunslingers before, so this isn't probably a very good idea long term, but I think in the immediate term it's probably okay, since we seem to be keeping turning them up. If we can find ourselves a pirate, we can start getting off to the races in that particular regard. Let's swap out. There we go. Marvellous. Let's another quick whip round. So we've got gunslinger brawlers, we've got gunslinger yodels, we've got nobles, we've got stuff, more stuff, stuff ahoy, more gunslingers. Okay, yeah, so people have stuck with the gunslinger stuff for the most part. So I'm hoping that I can maybe transition relatively quickly away from there using these early bits and pieces. Because I can pretty much put the luck of the ancillary on anybody in Teamfight. I think Wild is still kind of weak, so I won't be looking to hang around with them for super long. Okay. So Assassins, they've kind of fallen off a cliff a bit, but if nobody else is going for them, they might be a decent shout. We're about to go into the next round of getting stuff from the carousel, so if we keep our bench entirely full, we'll be able to cheat out an extra piece. Which is weird. I do not think it's a very good game mechanic, but that's just how it is. And while the game remains working that way, like, there's no reason not to make use of it. Nice, nice. Lovely, sorted. Alright. So, oh, right. Well, so I don't think we've got like. Is this us? I think so. Usually, if you don't know what you're supposed to be going for, then going for recurve bow is a decent shout. But in this case, there might actually be one there. It's a bit unlikely. We could go. We could go through our good friend Polybear. Yeah, why not? Oh man, I like that this lobby is actually kind of active. Most of the time, lobbies just completely ignore each other. But okay, so here we go. Got something a little bit more active. Got an early. Let's go up to next level. So we've got ourselves an early Ash, which could lean us towards going for more ranger. Second. Alright, so we've managed to maintain an unbeaten record so far, which is not too shabby. I think that pike's going to do some pretty good stuff for us for a while. What's that stat does? Gives them extra armor. Hey, nice. Oh, that's a good combo. There you go. Just having more people is enough to deal with the ranger stuff. Not the ranger stuff, the imperial stuff. Alright, so we've got a couple of veins and an ash. So if we threw in a vein, that would be pretty solid. Yeah, let's do that. Ish push. Lovely. I could go for a Poppy Knight. not terrible. I don't think we'd be missing out on much, no. Would have been better to hold off and wait to see if that was actually necessary, but yeah. Whatevs. I think having the glacial synergy is extremely good. Though apparently not good enough. So what have they got going on? They've got Knights and Imperials. Okay.
Tremble at my roar.
So we probably want to keep our... As it turns out, Pike isn't necessarily the best one for this. So, I guess this is going to be the best arrangement. We kind of want the cannon as close to the middle as possible, so maybe it would be best to have that on him. But this should be okay. I don't think it's terribly likely we're going to miss out on anything here. So I'm prepared to be surprised. Alright, there goes one. I do enjoy the Frozen Heart. Nice way of cleaning up. Oops. Okay, that's a level 2 Pike. The Vhagar's extremely good if you can get a bunch of them. Not really too near to actually leveling up though. So that's 3. Kind of want to hold on to this one. Let's see, so these ones reach 3, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. I could sell everything and get up to 30 gold. Yeah, screw it. Let's just see if I need to... Yep, I'm going to need to summon else on. Alright. Oh, someone's got a 3-star Trist already. Excellent. Alright, well let's try and grab hold of anything that turns up that's a little bit worthwhile. In fact, might as well grab all this stuff. And if we win, then should take the chance to sell everything again and get the 40 gold. Let's see, so what are people getting? Vayne, Fiora, Rek'Sai, Shen, Varus. Okay, so Rangers are being a little bit... moved into. So... I don't have a specific composition in mind, which is generally not a terribly good thing. Let's see, so we've got going for us. I guess Glacial seems like the most obvious route for us to go. Maybe move towards having a couple of these old ranger buddies.
Feel the power of
actually, wait, no, that doesn't help. Let's see. So what are we close to? We are close to a 3rd Yordle. We've got brawlers or wilds or rangers, all of which could be viable options. Oof.
You cannot break a shattered soul.
Big the giant oof. Alright, any completed items? No. But there is a ranger. With a bow, of all things. Alright. Oh, hello. No, not anymore then. Alright. Let's grab this furry boy and see what we can do with him. Oh. I think we're going to need to do a quick a quick knock around and have a look to see what other people are building. To maybe get a bit of a better idea of what we should be doing. So we could go... I'm just still thinking.
On wings of glory.
Wow, that all did not last very long. Okay, so we've got some demon stuff building up.
I shall
Okay,
show them what
any
it means
demons
to
are
fall.
doing good to go.
Swiftly now.
Okay, Demon Ranger. Sold.
Something like it, right?
Boo, 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 boo.
United, we are stronger.
Oh boy.
Only the worthy will survive. The inferno begins.
Okay, okay. Alright, that's nice. So we are looking for a third elemental because we are already at 2.
By the fire
Oh, that one
that
worked.
cleanses the world.
Let's see. Okay, let's keep the good times of rolling. Blade Master? Maybe.
Let's do this.
Okay. I think we could probably get away with Zeke's heralding. Alright, well we're on a pretty impressive losing streak, but at least we're somewhat slowing down our trajectory into the toilet. What an exciting time to be alive. sweat. Alright, that'll keep us up. Oh, big gorilla. Whereabouts are you abroad?
Tremble at my roar.
That sounds like a good old song. Ah, that is our elementalist. Lovely. There we go, this is going quite a lot better. Schwang. Oh, you're in India. Sick. Yes, it has been extremely interesting here in the UK. Alright, let's sort this one out for now. We'll stick the everything on brand, which is possibly not a terribly good idea, but hey. Alright, well, so this will get us an extra boy on the field from the Elementalist, which I think is very worthwhile. Yeah, it's already pretty good. Nice! Oh man, big gorilla. That sounds very intense. 45 degrees, man. Like, do people go outside at all? Oh, ooh, we can get a better Elementalist. And we can also call them. They can be glacial as well. They can be Honivia! Get away, Vetet. There you jerk. Alright, well, that's not going to do it. So, let's just grab the most expensive thing we can. Oh, we probably should have grabbed that Sejuani there. Oh well. But yeah, Big Gorilla, how have you been surviving 45 degrees? Does everyone just stay indoors? I know in some countries where it's just hot all the time, like at least the air conditioning is very, very good because... Oh man, that is a good emoji. Healthy things. Can we do anything with that?
Let's go.
Let's try and build up some Vegas if we can. Yeah, Big Gorilla makes a lot of sense. I would be similar in doing my very darndest to avoid getting anywhere near. Man, Aatrox is so dumb.
No one escapes my aim.
Yeah. Oh well, that other person is also near the bottom of the table, so whatevs. So we'll maybe looking for another volley bear. Let's see, so we've got our. We could use. Oh, there's a volley bear.
None survive.
And oh no, we've got an extra space. Oh man. Okay. Let's keep empowering our DD mads. And ooh, do we want to? Yes. Oh, too late. Wanted to try and swap in my Sejuani. Oh man, some level 3 knights. Honestly, not as scary as you might think. So yeah. You see, they don't actually do that much. Yeah, see, they suck. It takes a lot of effort to get level 3 knights, and they're not even that worthwhile when you do. So, Alright, so opposition is going for... What are they going for? They're going for Guardian Gunslingers? That doesn't seem very good. Second place going for? They are going for Blade Master Gunslingers, okay. And these guys are going for... Those are the ones who just beats or whatever. Okay. I'm not too worried. Oh, there we go, that's actually 4 glacials as well. Swank. So all of my clever folks will be doing 10% more chance to start, which is extremely good. Yes, the reason we're doing well is because multiple people are going for gunslingers. Apparently there's like 4 people going for gunslingers right now, which is not a terrible situation. Alright, so we've got a lot more to play with. So we could make, let's see, from the tier side of things, we could make a redemption, which is pretty good. We could make a static shift, it's kind of air. Hush is kind of air, and okay, so probably not that. I think let's see. Let's go for this. Oh, what's the name of this word? Hush. Alright, we'll wait for something else. Crowd control. You'll be back home at Fortnite, internet's really bad. I can't even log into Discord. Oh, jeez. That's too bad. I hope that the... Well, I hope that the even lack of internet aside is still a good time. Alright, so... There we go, we've finally found somebody who's worth bringing out. If once we do hit next level. Don't want to give up our... Let's see, so what have we got that we've got too much of? Not really anything. We can't drop an elementalist and a glacial really. So I think we'll have to wait on this one. Could... I don't think we're going to go up to 4 demon. So let's chuck these away and start maybe to run into this dragon. Watching it at 1440p. 144p. I don't know. But I appreciate that. In that case, I'll try and be a bit more descriptive if you're watching it on very low quality. So we've been doing pretty well for a while. It's starting to get a little bit closer, I think, as people are spending more money trying to keep up with us. But we've gone from being last place to actually being in a pretty respectable position. Just gonna sell to keep our economy going, as we can buy in a 3rd Dragon Sorcerer Aurelian Soul. Ooh yeah! So that's good. I think... I'm not sure quite what to do. I mean, the Aurelian Soul is extremely good as a Sorcererman, but I've not really built that way. I could just sit on it, but that seems a bit of a waste of money. I think Morgana. I think it's like, let's see, what are we close to? I guess just ranges really. And that's only going to empower our Ashe, who's not a major part of our damage. Oh man, I think we're about to get trashed. Well, we are doing better than we have in any other previous game because we've made it into the top 4, which is a prerequisite for kind of really getting anywhere at all. What are we trying to build towards? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's assume that whatever it is, it would not suffer if it had a lot of extra gold and a blasting one. Man, Karisu's avatar thing is extremely large. It makes me feel inadequate. I feel like I should be transitioning in some way to something else. but I'm not sure exactly what that should be. Let's bang through a whole bunch of gold because we may not get a chance to spend it otherwise. And then
We are at war. Do not forget it.
let's chuck in an extra ranger. There you go. The Kindred ultimate has worked out pretty well already. What's with Ash missing stuff? Oh boy, alright, we nearly died, but fortunately. Big Gorilla, yes, this is it's the auto chess thingamajig for League of Legends. So, I think it's still considered to be beta. Alright, what have we got here? So we could go for Onyx Spark, which is alright. Or we could go for Luden's Echo. Luden's Echo seems pretty decent. Let's give that one a try. And let's put a bit of extra magic resisting this boy here. Shorten! I don't know if I'm winning or losing. Oh, lost. Okay, we came in 4th. So in order to get through to the next round of play, we had to come in 4th at a minimum. So that's alright, I suppose. That is alright. Let's see. Let's watch the person who's built. It's Blade Master, so it's that looks. So they've gone for an interesting thing, which is where normally people are trying to level up as fast as they can to get more units onto the field. They've actually gone the opposite way, which is to try and stay low level as long as they can. Yeah, Big Gorilla, that is the highest finished I've had so far. Because we're working the assumption here that the people who are playing in the tournaments have some idea what they're doing. Even if there isn't actually any kind of prize in line apart from just the experience of playing in the tournament. We've got knocked out one round short of being able to get any items. That would be nice. Oh no! They got killed by the neutral round. That is very unfortunate. RIPs. Alright, so let's take a look at what the winning player has gone for. So it's the Blade Master competition. So you've got the Blade Master Draven. You've got, wow, level 3 Tristana. Man. So yeah, because we get to go through this next round, we will have to probably win the next one in order to win the whole thing. But, I mean, this is the fact that we've managed to get through the first game without coming in 7th means we're already a lot stronger than we were before. So, notable that the winning player, or the presumably winning player, is making heavy use of the Guardians, which are these ones here, Leona and Braum, in a big clump. So just remember that's an effective strategy. And apparently gunslingers are still good even if you've got a billion people trying to get them at the same time as you. So XD Poker has got a Varus? Yeah, this item here, Hush. I mean, it's kind of okay, but the problem is normally people get the gunslinger synergy to make Lucian hit multiple people, so it makes on-hit effects really good on him because he's hitting, like every time he's shooting, he's hitting like say 3 or 4 people. But they haven't actually got that for some reason, so instead their Lucian just doesn't really do anything, which is why I think they were one of the ones we could actually see before. But oh man, that Varus is nasty, and that's in spite of the. I think the best item they've got is the rapid fire cannon, which gives them extra range. But yeah, I think they're dead. So we made it to the next round of competition. Ooh. Alright. That's cool. That is the first time that has happened. Whew. Big Gorilla, I've made up some very rudimentary icons for my social media stuff, but do you think I should make it into its own little panel rather than just having it floating over everything? I'm thinking maybe it should. It looks a bit weird for it just to be kind of over everything. I thought it might look okay, but because the game doesn't really allow for that. So we'll be playing up against the... Well, let's just grab ourselves some completed rewards. I don't think it's going to get anything at all. Wee woo woo. Hey, we're nearly up to the full icon. So this will be the top 4 from the previous game and from this game. So we're going to be playing up against people who are pretty good. So you got Veton is the Diamond 3, which means they must be pretty good. And Kassiri is Platinum 2. We are Gold 4. So I guess we'll be waiting on the other game to finish before this one started. But yeah, Big Gorilla, when you swing back through town, hopefully we can play some of this game together. Let's actually, while we're waiting, let me just set up a new scene. We'll call it web page. Now let's add on a window capture. There we go. So this is kind of the information page which I was talking about before. So we can see that the best composition is let's take a little while to load, is demonic yordles. And you go into here and it gives you a bunch of extra information about, you know, what you should be doing early and mid and who needs what items. So that's pretty handy. I think a lot of the game is trying to figure out what kind of compositions you can make. Ooh. Looks like everyone left that lobby, so I think we might be... Yeah, there we go. Getting into a new lobby now. Alright. So, the comp we were just looking at is the best comp in the game, so the best collection of different kinds of things. Oh, Big Gorilla, you think I should put links in the description? Yeah, that makes sense. I was like... Because what I'm trying to indicate is that all of these things here are counterfeit casts, like the Twitter is counterfeit cast, the Twitch is counterfeit cast, the YouTube is counterfeit cast, but is that clear enough, or can you think of anything I can do which will make that a little bit more obvious? I'm presuming that's... So ZD is actually lower ranked than we are. Neat. So we're probably still looking at... Oh, oh gosh, Mr. Cart, what a jerk. Mr. Cart was playing in the last tournament, and they were way too good. So we'll be looking out... I guess we'll be specifically looking at what Vetent and Mr. Cart are doing, because we basically just can't do whatever they are doing. I think what's happened before though is that they've just taken all of the most powerful stuff because everyone else just didn't know it was a thing. Maybe there has been a Teamfight Tactics patch relatively recently that has made it so assassins are a little bit less strong. That's what Mr. Cart went for before and just destroyed everybody. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it is. So we'll keep an eye out for... See, so if we're going to go for demonic yordles, which is the premium composition, we'll be looking at... Basically, we'll just be looking to try and find Morganas early. Morganas, and we're going to be trying to build up towards the Locket of the Iron Slurry. So we need either a needlessly large rod or a armor on the first one. Probably a needlessly large rod. So one of the reasons I think why this composition works quite well is because nearly everybody scrambles for the recurve bow item. Okay. But yes, if this composition doesn't use those same items, you could tend to be able to get them a little bit more easily. Okay, but yeah, Big Gorilla, I'll make it into a more permanent fixture. I guess I can always make it a graphic I can move around, so if it's blocking anything particularly important about the game, I can, you know, tweak it on a per game basis. But I'm trying to do a little bit more to make the stream, you know, have a little bit more information on there. So I think we're just missing one person. Ah, Poker and Kasiri have a rivalry already. Interesting. Yeah, Big Gorilla. I don't know. So if I make this whole thing up here into a permanent graphic, like, because if it didn't seem obvious to you that these were, you know, you're supposed to go to Twitter and just type in counterfeit cast or whatever, would it make more sense if it was, say, this way around? Like, maybe that sort of logically follows a little bit better. The other thing I was thinking was that I think what people tend to do, I have to look at what other people do on their other streams to make it obvious that these things are connected to each other, because it isn't necessarily going to be super obvious. I think maybe side by side is a little bit more easy to read as being connected as opposed to just next to each other. So, waiting on Wolf Slayer? Alright, well, while we do, let's take a look at some more compositions. So, yeah, so with this superior composition, you're just looking to build up some basic beefy boys to start with, and then build up the lockets of the Iron Slurry for a huge shield, along with a Dragon's Claw, to make Morgana impossible to kill while also getting her ultimate off. So we really want, I think the main thing is, there we go, Morgana and Kennen. So let's give this a try. It should be loading in a second. So if we can get... Ooh. Hello. What was that about then? Oh, that's a good idea. Let's give that a go and see if that's... Yeah, Big Gorilla, I think that's a good shout. Let's make this a little bit thicker. Oh, red looks kind of obnoxious now and that kind of thing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Big Gorilla, I think that's a clever way of doing it. It still looks kind of bad, but it's a lot more functional than it was before. There we go. Okay, boop 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 boop. Yeah, there's a certain logic to it now, which wasn't really there before. I think on Facebook I'm not counterfeit cast, but whatever. Alright, so we're looking for armor, and we're looking for blasting ones. Okay. We can do it! So the general strategy is to try and grab... Yes, we do need a test subject. Who will perform such a service? I don't know. If anyone does end up coming through and watching this, maybe watching it back after the fact, do let me know if maybe... bit nicer if it's like that. Alright, to the game! Right, looking for armor, looking for... Oops, well that didn't work. Done it, should have gone all the way around the outside. Okay, well I'm not too horribly upset to end up with the recurve bow. The recurve bow is fine. Let's see, so what's everyone else got? Recurve bow. Thing is, I'm trying to get one of the reasons why I'm playing this competitively is to try and give me a reason to sort of learn the game properly and able to be able to cast it online, because I really love to be able to cast it because it's got elements of a lot of other, you know, you've got like the whole team fighting aspect from regular League of Legends during this as well. When you know, if you go and watch two people fight, it functionally works a lot like a team fight. Okay, so we've got an opening for gunslingers. What's everyone else going for? So knights. So gunslingers are not good against knights because knights block a certain amount of each shot, and gunslingers are about firing a lot of shot. Thank you, Big Gorilla. I'll keep an eye out for that sort of stuff as well. So what knights are bad against is stuff that does like spells. So unfortunately Graves doesn't have any kind of spell at all, but Tristana does have this explosive shot which puts a bomb on people. We'll see what happens. But we're probably going to struggle against... Okay. We're probably going to struggle against the knight competition if we come up against it early. Okie dokie. So... we've got a third gunslinger, which is pretty nice.
The dark should fear me.
I think we're going to ditch these two and give ourselves a possibility of going for ranges later on. I think I probably want to sell the Vane, just because I don't accidentally buy another Vane and then end up with the bow stuck on a level 2 Vane, and so having to either sell it or use it. There we go. So 3 gunslingers together is actually pretty solid. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Let's just keep ourselves abreast of what's going on. So that's knights and a demon. We've got a bit of build towards a... yeah, they're going heavy into knights. So who should we be looking at? Vetent? Oh, where are they? I don't know. Let's see. So Mr. Carr is nobles, makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's level up. Alright, let's give this a try. We don't really have a front line, but we deal a lot of damage with our guys. There we go. Gunslingers! Wait. Alright, let's pick up some of these bits and pieces. So it's one of the nuances of the game that's really not very obvious at all because they don't tell you anywhere. Is that level 1 units, if you combine them together, you can sell them back for their full cost. Whereas for other units, like if it costs 2 or more, you don't get back the full value, you get 2/3 of the value back. So that's why it tends to be better to kind of diversify around. Alright, let's bring ourselves in a
With honor.
On the prowl.
more of a defensive option there. Because most of our damage is going to be coming from Lucian. So what else have we got going on here? We've got ourselves a couple of decent rangers. We've got a couple of shapeshifters, but those aren't particularly good. But they make decent filler. Alright, So Lucian's going to get grabbed. Gotta remember to take account of that for future ones. Fortunately, Lucian can extricate himself from trouble, which is quite nice. Didn't in this case, though. So, Blitzcrank is a very annoying unit that will grab your rearmost unit, so you've got to make sure that you don't keep your... yeah, I need to keep my Tristana at the back so that happens to her, if need be. It kind of forces you to make weird formations if you're not doing all that kind of stuff. Oh. Okay.
Slow death will be their reward.
So there you go, a 4th Gunslinger. Oh, Big Gorilla, well cheers for dropping by. Like, yeah, have a lovely day and enjoy your time in India. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Ready, aim, fire.
So 4 Gunslingers, our guys should be going off pretty crazy.
The dark should fear me.
There you go, Lucian hitting 4 targets at once. So this is a very... You see how much damage is being put out. So we just need some sort of item to go with Lucian. And then we're pretty much good to go. So we don't have anything at the moment, so probably... I think the main things we'd be looking for would be... actually, magic resist. That Lucian there would not be too shabby. Let's see if we can... Nope, not get that one. Okay, so we're looking for... armor or magic resist, and I think this is gonna be the one to go for. So armor and magic resist combine to form the sword breaker, but armor and health combines to form a red buff, which is also extremely good on Lucian because it's just a bunch more extra damage and also cuts healing out, which is a very strong mechanic.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
They will be purified.
We're finding ourselves some decent stuff and also things. Okay, I think that should do us for now. We probably need more of a front line, but we can see if we can get away with this for the time being. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure the Elise is going to do too much for us. So I think I need to adjust my Lucian over to the side to make sure that they're not the one who gets first jumped on. I think maybe I should just move my entire composition to the back, so there's room for assassins right behind them. You can see there's a huge amount to be gained. Doing that. Cool, a second Morgana.
What it is to fall.
Oh, okay. I really want to get extra items on the Lucian, or indeed the Tristana if I can. Oh, so someone with Knights probably wouldn't go terribly well, but we'll see what happens. There you go, Morgana did some decent work. So what can we make with the so Guardian Angel, with the broadsword, with the BF sword even, with attack speed and Phantom Dancer. A lot of stuff. The armor's pretty good. We should probably start chucking stuff away in there that we can use. So I think the ranger stuff is... I think it's too much to try and put into that. hopefully this should be enough to stay on our feet. So, stuff we haven't found is we haven't found duplicates of these guys to pump up the front line. Let's take a look around and see. So that's Imperial stuff. That's demony stuff. So this one is just TFT is building towards, but it's probably that prime composition much earlier on. Okay, that's a lucky break. So I think I'm just about survive through and hopefully get the item for this. Oh. Well, ideal. So now we've got 3 pirates, and we're in a pretty decent spot.
Feeling lucky.
So I could really use to... I guess the question now becomes, how long do I wait to actually use my items for anything? See, if I got any money. Guess it's literally better than nothing. Ah. Well, there's a Lucian been holding out for all this time.
Give up now! Here comes the boom.
Okay. So we're on a losing streak right now, so I think at this point we're just trying to not lose rather than necessarily to win, if that makes sense. Well, sorry, not to lose too badly. There we go, perfect. So we lost, but we didn't lose too much health in the process. We can throw ourselves forward a couple of levels. Light of this stuff, not really. And we are not having very much luck in finding these other... So I guess we've done relatively well with finding the backup gunslingers, but it makes me think that maybe we need to be shifting away to something else. Because even though it's ideal for Lucians to hit 4 targets at once, if the rest of the team just sucks, then that doesn't really matter. So maybe we should be looking to get something else. Because the 2 gunslingers by themselves is fine. Alright, so... magic resist ideally on the purple unit, and there we go. That's our target. Unless something else crops up, which I don't think it's going to. Cool. Now Lucian should do a lot more. Cho'Gath would have been a viable target, but at this point I kind of feel we're so committed in to the gunslinger thing, without any real viable alternatives, that I really do just want to get that composition, you know, that part of the composition actually doing something. Because up until this point it really hasn't been. I think the usual thing with Pirate is to try and build towards a real late game.
Ready, Hammer?
I'll sleep when they're dead.
Okie doke. Cool. So this should be a very, very large power spike for me.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
Because this boy is going to be... Well, let's make sure he's not going to get this rank grab as well. Good thing it did! So this should hopefully end up with a lot of disarmed people. Hey! Turns out it did. And there goes our losing streak. Whew! Alright, let's start doing some rolling and see what we can turn up. Okay, so that's cool. Building towards that Lucian. So we're really looking out for something which can frontline for us. Alright, well that's a stop. I guess, let's see. Maybe some knights? Yeah, Lucian is essentially doing the entire thing by themselves. Oh gosh, I do love being a perma-stunned. Ooh! Alright, how are we doing? Well, we're not dead, so whatever. Okay. It's concerning that we're not getting towards anything that will... Well...
Swiftly now.
Actually... I think some brawlers would be a decent option. Almost missed that. Okay, so that's coming in. Tear and Negatron Cloak. Oh, that's right, that's the reason I don't remember, because there's anything interesting. Tear and Sense Redemption. Alright. So the disarm effect is going to be extremely good against single carries like that. Because if they can't attack, they can't do anything. Alright, so needs to move the Cho'Gath to probably be pretty central, otherwise he's going to do what he did there, which is just wander off to the side. Okay. So we could try and build towards some kind of brawly friend.
Ready,
Or
hammer?
maybe just... Since we're at a good break point. Okay, actually that might probably be a bit too far off the side. Alright, well, at least we're up a level. Elementalist, huh? Solution's still doing work. So yeah, my entire team competition is just stuff to get in the way of people getting on Lucian at this point. Which, I mean, is totally fine. We could go Elementalists. Elementalists could be pretty good, just to get more bodies on the field. Our team composition is not horrible right now. So you've got the two brawlers going on, though they're both fairly greedy brawlers, they're just there to take up space. I don't think the pike's ever going to get anywhere, so I think at some point I might need to ditch them for something a little bit more impactful. At the moment, I don't actually really have... Oh, crap, I forgot to change the Cho'Gath again. I think the Cho'Gath needs to go with the Volley Bearers. Right.
Feel the power of true.
I guess we'll see if we can get anywhere near that. I think other people are probably already all over the cannon, so maybe elementalists aren't that practical. Ah, but maybe. Well, if we can get that KO, that's a pretty good look for us. Of course we can. Alright. But this is a nice 4-cost unit combined with a tier which isn't terribly hard to get. We can make Lucian go off even more frequently and hope that he will carry us all the way to the end of the game. But hey, I guess we've done alright that we've made it through to the final stage, as much as there's only 2 stages. But... oh hey! That's that elementalist I thought we'd never see. So, we're probably not going to buy or really do anything for a while, just because we've got the whole weird game glitch that apparently is intended, which is that allowing us to have an extra unit on the field, which is still worthwhile, and also still much of it. I think we're about to get rinsed. Yeah. Well, I don't feel too bad, I suppose, since the... Right. I feel a little bit weird about using that, like, bug as it were. Okay.
Rally to me.
Lucky.
Okay, well that's going to level us up there. I think we might be toast. Yep. Ah. Well, after all that, ended up in 7th place again. There you go. Well, I guess I would call that some kind of progress that I managed to make it through to the second round of competition, then lose. So yeah, Teamfight Tactics. You can join in the tournaments yourself at the Discord in the top right of the screen. But for now, I think that's going to be it for me. So cheers guys, and catch you later.